What's up? What's up? What's up, peoples? About to do another live. This one is called Civil Damages by Trump, Jesus, Marcus Rogers, Rising Phoenix Aurora, and the GOP conservatives. And it's a lot of civil damages, yo. And if you got a demon hole psycho witch mother or wife, damages by them too. We're gonna add that in there, yo. So the damages I'm talking about are the financial, civil damages, and also the mental anguish, which is emotional distress. And yeah, so let's break it down, right? So let's say your whole family got mental health problems, right? And I'm gonna break it down for my specific situation. So this is what's going on. There's a rental property, right? So it's outdated and it needs to be like updated, right? So it gotta look nice. So you can't just like evict someone and expect like a new tenant to just jump in there and try to get like a shitload of money out of it. So the property is at like a loss situation. And that's thanks to the GOP dumbasses, Jesus. Apparently I'm his fucking enemy. What's up, Triple S Goose? So I'm talking about civil damages based on what's going on. So the civil damages, right? One of my properties, well, not my property, but it's my dad's property. It's like, it's underwater. So over the past 8 years, 8.5, if I wasn't Jesus's enemy, trying to fix the damages that Jesus and Trump is doing, what would have happened was I would have had money in my pocket, and then I would have helped my dad renovate his rental income property, right? So these are civil damages from this bullshit war from a man that is in the president's office right now, and he's trying to get away with, you know, his little adventures with little kids, right? So I'm a victim of this shit. But if I would have gotten my grant money for fixing the damages that he did, then I would have been able to fix the property up. So that's that. Now we got to move into the difficulties and the complications of being a victim of Donald Trump's civil war and Jesus' civil war and Marcus Rogers and all the GOP idiots, right? So now my dad got old. He's a caretaker, right? I mean, I'm his caretaker, and he's just like, he's old. He just like walks around. He doesn't leave the house, and he's like really weak and frail, right? So when you get to that age, you gotta like handle your business, such as your living will, right? You gotta have all your, what is that, P's and Q's, or dot your I's and cross your T's by the time you get to that age. So you're supposed to have a living will. So I got a psycho bitch demon hole mother that gave birth to me, and she tormented the whole family for fucking years, like 30 plus years, because she got whatever schizophrenic mental health problems, my dad never divorced her, and this legal system horse shit somehow gives the wife like the property of the husband, or they have like a advantage. The wife, the psycho bitch wife, always has an advantage, right? Based on her bullshit stories that she want to make up and tell, right? So now I have to like keep on helping my dad collect his rent on the property that's not making income enough. And then like the mortgage went up because Trump and them fuck with the banks, right? Trump is like making the market go up and down, up and down. So the mortgage on the property went up a little bit. So now it's like the property isn't making money. So me, what's up, yo? Going into like helping my dad, there isn't an incentive as a son or a offspring to keep going to like pick up the rent. Like your brain doesn't function that way when you get to this point in life. It's like a midlife crisis. So it's like normally when you go to a job, you're expecting to make your wages, right? So you got the boost, you got the motivation, you're making that money. So my dad doesn't want to do a living will, and for whatever reason, I don't know. And it's like my brain can't function to keep going to basically be some kind of like caretaker for a investment property. So that's like a weird situation. And then it's like he probably has mental health issues also, because he's like a schizophrenic when it comes to like the banks. So he's like making my fucking life difficult with this weirdness, man. Because he doesn't want me to use his debit card to basically deposit the rental checks. So he got this weird ass system going where he's not depositing the checks because he can't leave the house. Well, he can't. He's not leaving the house because his car broke down. So the car is out, right? And now I gotta ride my bike. So he's trying to hold on to the checks. I don't know how long or whatever, but sometimes it's like 2 months checks worth that he's not depositing. And it's like we could actually deposit it. It's just he's scared of the damn banks and using a debit card and a deposit system. So if you ever get to this stage and you got some weird shit going on in your family with like your dad and your psycho bitch mother, then hopefully this story somehow like helps you figure your shit out, because it's a weird situation. I don't fucking know why we're on a planet like this and we're stuck with a bunch of morons for some weird reason, yo. So yeah, that's like the complicated situation going on. To make it easier for me, like he would just have to like say, yeah, use the debit card to go deposit the checks, and boom, bam, boom, like it's easy. You know, I could do that shit, no problem. And like, then this other situation, the brother-in-law, right? My niece's dad. So my dad, he's a construction worker. So he helped my niece's dad build up his real estate portfolio. So he got like 40 properties. So the dude is like a multi-millionaire, right? So he's like shaking down an old man that's sick, that barely gets out of his bed, yo. And it's like he's helping out my dad, but he's helping out my dad, right? Because he's like paying the bills because he's a no. The tenants are paying the bills. He's just collecting the rent on one of the properties, right? So he's helping out in that aspect. But it's like whatever income that's coming in. Hold on. I had to cross the street. So whatever income is coming in, my dad would give it to him, right? In order to help him pay my dad's, I guess, property, but it's the tenant that's doing it. So he's just a processing guy to one aspect, well, certain aspects. So it's like whatever shortage there is, I guess he helps out. So the way he's doing it is so fucking bizarre, because there's like these shut-off notices. Hang on one second. I'm trying to like work out my crisis so I could like manage this shit, cause I gotta review it and then figure it out. So, but it's a crisis. This is a legitimate crisis based on the civil war that's going on with Trump, because Trump fucked up all the systems and a lot of people are victims. So I'm trying to like develop like dynamics to present it to like Congress or something. So yeah, let me get back to this situation. So my brother-in-law, my niece's dad, it's like he's stressing the fuck out of a sick man with the way he's like doing it. So it's like he could pay the bill because he's a millionaire and then collect the money from my dad later, right? So the stress isn't there. So this dude is like using like bizarre pay me now, hurry up and pay me now lingo with my dad. But y'all gotta remember, my dad helped him build up his real estate empire, right? For cheap. Because if you gotta like reach out to like the plumbing sector and, you know, like the roofing sector and then the drywall and the painting sector, that's a bunch of different sectors, and that's a hefty bill. So the work my dad did, it's like my brother-in-law viewed my dad as like one of the Mexicans that works at, the Mexicans that hang out at Home Depot and you could get like cheap labor off of them, right? So this is what this dude did to my dad. So while his dad, my niece's dad, the father of my niece's dad, was going through his illness and stuff, he was like so comfortable off of the wealth that my dad helped him make, or helped his son make. So it's like a family situation where it's taking care of your elderly parent, right? And it's like one parent helped the guy have like a financially freed, stress-free transition of his dad when his dad died, because there's a bunch of wealth, right? But now he's like shaking down the guy that helped him build up his fucking empire when he's an old man, damn near about to fucking drop dead over the next couple years. So this shit, this shit is weird as fuck, man. And like, I've been volunteering for like 8.5 years, fixing all of the financial systems for all the countries, right? And I even told this Haitian brother-in-law what I'm doing. So by me fixing all these banks, right, and helping out all the people in all the countries, I'm protecting the Haitians, right, from getting raped in the future. So every time there's a hurricane, the system fucks up down there and people go crazy. Because I remember when Obama was in office, there was this hurricane relief effort and they was trying to help the Haitians. But now I know how to fix their banking system and it's a permanent fix. It's stabilized, right? So when this brother-in-law of mine wants to like fly down to Haiti, right, and show off in front of his people, like, this motherfucker never gave a dime towards my operation because I gave him my PayPal link and my YouTube channel. So there was $0 trying to help me help his people that he put in my bank account. Like, it was none. And I've been doing this shit for years. So he knew about this since like 2019, 2020. So this guy is like disgusting. And what's crazy is when he goes to Haiti, right? And they want to like interview his ass on TV or like try to like do a special situation for him, like an honorary thing where, you know, you honor somebody. You went to America, you lived the American dream and you became wealthy, and then you just fucked over your own people. Like, the shit don't make no sense. So when he starts going down to Haiti, right, like, he has no power to lure me or invite me to anything that honors him because of what he did to my dad. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's some weird situation. It's like you're helping, but then you're not helping. And at the same time, if I'm like helping people around the whole world and you're a multimillionaire, yeah, what? And it really did damage to me because, all right, so what's next says fuck him. No, screw him, my bad. What's crazy is I love my niece, yo, with a lot of love. Yeah, and that is so weird, yo, because there's like families that could like go to a, let's say you win the Olympic gold, right? Gold medal. And you got to show up with your family. Like, I can't show up with any of my family members except my dad. And my dad is old, so he's not going to be like able to go to like any events of mine, you know? So this, it's like a weird situation. Like, the grace is not there. There's like this graceful thing where it's like you stand up and take a bow and like all your loved ones supposed to be there, but they was fucking you over in the process. So my brain is like trying to like rewrite itself and reconfigure on how to like walk forward the next 10, 15 years in this experience. So it's just a weird situation. All right, so I'm gonna go through some comments now. I did my rant. That's how it starts. I do my rant and then I take some comments. So let me see. So somebody in here, what's next? That's messed up. Yes, it is. Yo, Judas Blakely says, you gotta focus on you sometimes. True that. That is 100% correct. Judas says, get home safe. Thank you very much. I'm almost there. Are you having a good day? Kinda. You just gotta take it day by day. Uh, Somebody said something in another language. I don't know. You gotta focus on you. End of days. That's messed up. Hey, what? I'm listening. Politicians will always be dirty and skim off the top. Yeah. Karma will get him, of course, but that's what he's doing is wrong, man. Yeah. It's just a bizarre situation. What's next says, gotta do it for you and you alone, my man. It's a sad situation. I look pathetic. Like, yeah, I look pathetic, man. Like, can you imagine showing up to your own gold medal award ceremony and you on your own? It's like, thank you. So I gotta, like, I guess read a book or watch a movie for inspiration, and I'll figure that out. So, what's next says, I lost my parents when I was young, didn't have a choice. Hope it all works out for you, man. Take care. Thank you very much. So, I'm gonna answer this one. What's next said, he or she lost their parents when they were young and they didn't have a choice. And thoughts like that crossed my mind because I was looking at people that already been through it, and I'm like, yo, y'all are so strong. Like, y'all are so powerful. Like, how did y'all do it? You know? Like, how the hell did you survive and keep it going? Because, like, my dad is like my best friend. Like, ever since 18 years old, and all the things that he was teaching me started to click in my brain. And I'm like, yo, Dad, you was right, you was right, you was right. And it's just been like me and him trying to work together, you know, trying to make it in life financially. So, yeah, so people who already passed away are stronger than me, in my view. So when it happens to me, I gotta like figure it out and find the way. So, yeah, that's all I got for this rant. I got one person in here. I'm about to log off. It's all right. So y'all take it easy, whoever's here. And EJ Wiley gotta go. I'm gonna review this thing and see what's up.